Anne Love here, and this week I have 3 videos for you. The first video is a tutorial for the inner elbow trap break. Now, it is a close cousin of the elbow pinch break that looks like this, or the long arm pinch break. But we're actually going to be going for that sweet spot of the inner elbow. Now, if you're thinking, I don't know how to do breaks, or that's a little bit too crazy for me, then I want you to check out some of my other tutorials on how to break down the breaks. Or I'm going to give you some tips in this tutorial, and then on Wednesday we're going to be doing some break drills so you will get stronger and stronger. Now, the cool thing is that on Friday we flow, so we're going to put this inner elbow trap break into a flow session. So you get lots of different practice and lots of ways to totally rock your breaks. Now, before I break down how to do these inner elbow trap breaks, I want to give you some tips on breaks if you are still working on them. Now, essentially, a break is any time you break or stop the momentum or the direction of the hoop and send it in the opposite direction. Now, this inner elbow trap break is an upper body break. It's chest, shoulders, and we're going to be using our inner elbows or arms. Breaks are left and right usually, so you need to build up some coordination. Now, don't stress out about that, because like most humans, you're probably right hand or left hand dominant. The cool thing about breaks is that you're going to be training both sides of the body and the brain. So here are some tips if you're just working on your hand-to-hand breaks. And I shouldn't say just, because this took me a long time to learn. Tip number 1 is hand placement and direction is everything. The hoop is going to be bouncing from hand to chest, or different body parts depending on the type of break that you're doing. So if your hand is pushing and guiding the hoop in all different directions, then that is the way that the hoop's going to go, and we want to try to keep it flat. So open up your fingers, press your palms against the outside of the hoop if you're doing these hand-to-hand breaks, and try to make sure that you're pushing the hoop into the same spot every time. Closing your eyes really helps. So hand placement is key. Second tip is that body alignment and body position is key. So if every time you're pushing your hoop, you're also moving your body up and down, or you're dropping your shoulders out or popping them up, and you're trying to do too much movement, then you're going to find that it's really difficult to get that precision to push the hoop in the same spot every time, because your body is moving. And if you're used to rocking out and grooving a lot, then it can be a challenge to stop that. But you want to try to make sure that your shoulders are nice and flat. Maybe stand in front of a mirror or watch your shadow if you are outside. Now, hoop weight and size can definitely be a key factor in learning and understanding your breaks. When I first learned hand-to-hand chest breaks, I learned them with a larger dance hoop. I did not learn them with a super heavy, janky, over-the-top connector hoop or anything like that. I had a full circle dance hoop. Now, I'm going to put in the description below, if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm going to put in the description the weight of this mermaid hoop, and then the weight and size of this polypro. Now, these days I prefer polypro for upper body breaks. They're a little bit faster and a little bit softer. But if you do have a dance hoop, you can learn these breaks. Just be careful, never hooping on bruises. And my fourth tip is pace. The momentum needs to stay consistent when you're doing breaks, and you want to kind of play with your pace. If you're too slow, then the hoop is obviously going to drop out each time. If you're pushing the hoop and it's quite slow, and then you stop here and you push again and it's quite slow, then obviously the hoop can't stay up. Gravity's just going to pull it down. If you are too fast, then you might not be pushing the hoop into the correct spot. So you're going to play with what I call a slow, a medium, and then a fast pace. And you can mess around with those paces, but too slow is usually going to hinder your break. So a little bit speedier, find that medium pace, and then as you get more confident and more momentum, and you're really precise with where you're pushing the hoop, because you don't want to push it into your face or your neck or anywhere, then you can start to speed up, pick up the pace. Okay, so let's take a look at exactly where you're going to be trapping or breaking the hoop for this inner elbow trap break. And the sweet spot is actually your inner elbow and maybe just that top fleshy part of your forearm. So inner elbow. Now there are other breaks that are similar where you will trap or pinch right underneath your bicep or tricep or armpit. And that's okay, you can mess around with all of the different variations. But for this one, what is going to happen is you can start off with your hand-to-hand breaks. So I'm going right hand chest, left hand chest, right hand chest, left hand chest, right, left, right, left, right, left. You can see that here, right, left, right, left, right, left. Now the next time the hoop comes into my left hand, I have this gap that can open up and I'm going to take my hoop, my right hand up and out. So get used to that timing first. Right, left, right, left. Next time it comes to the left, right goes up and out. And then you're going to make this kind of shape, like a bit of a ragdoll shape with your arm. And it's almost like you want either your thumb or your palm, depending on how you're going to bend or how you're going to manipulate the hoop with your arm, to come towards your ribs. So check that out. Watch my right arm and its placement, remembering that pace, position of the body, and hand or arm placement are key for nailing these moves. So watch my right arm, this one over here. When the gap opens because the hoop touches my left hand, my arm comes up and out and break. Then down and in when it comes over to my left hand. So remember, when the hoop is touching my left hand, that is the key that I have a gap here. Now, as I push the hoop back across, I'm going to need to use some part of my right side of the body to push or break the hoop to go back to the left, over to the right, back to the left, over to the right, back to the left. Okay, so now that we kind of break down the space and maybe the timing for you as well, let's see if we can try a little kind of break drill so we can do this on both sides. So as the hoop touches my left hand, my right arm comes up and trap with the elbow. Come back to hand to hand. Now, the next time we're going to mirror this on the opposite side. When the hoop comes and touches my right hand, my left arm comes out and does a break. So let's see if we can try a little rhythm there. Let's go. Right hand, left hand, right hand, left hand, right break. Right hand, left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand, left break. Right, left, right, left, right break, right, left, left break. Want to see it from this angle here? Let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 up and out break. 1, 2, 1, 2, uh-oh, up and out break. There we go. Cool. Okay, so don't forget to join me on Wednesday because we're going to do some break drills. And then on Friday, we're going to flow this inner elbow trap break into a flow session. I'm going to show you how to put it into a barrel roll. And if you are rocking breaks and you want to find some other variation before we do our drills on Wednesday, then here is a cute little challenge for you. I want you to see if you can put a turn into your breaks so that you're not stuck in the mud. So let's see if we can go right elbow break, turn, full turn, then left elbow break, full turn. Try it out. Get that dance in there. Right elbow, turn, left elbow, turn. Woo! One way is definitely going to feel a little bit more confident than the other. And you can do this with your barrel rolls as well. And I'm going to share those tips in Friday's flow session. So my most favorite thing is when hoopers share their rad skills and also their breakthroughs as well as their learning process and their totally toned and buffed arms from all of these breaks and all of their learning and all of their practice. If you're not quite there with these breaks, please don't stress out. You have to keep practicing. I've been doing this for years and years, and most hoopers who you see nailing these breaks are practicing, dancing, playing a lot, and that can be you too. So don't forget to tag me. I am DeanneLoveXO on Instagram. I will see you over there for a breakathon.